You're watching the Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, how small improvements made to your smile can make a big difference. And also the newest trend in dentistry, which is same-day dentistry, where you can go in and because of technology, get a lot, like 6 months, a year's worth of dental procedures done in one afternoon. With us, we have an expert on this topic, Dr. Markham. Dr. Markham, welcome to the program.
Pleasure to be here, Randy.
Now, before we get into today's topic, tell me a little bit about your practice. Who's the typical patient? What are the different services that you offer?
I can't say we have a typical patient, Randy. People come to us because they don't like their smiles.
Okay.
So we do whitening, and we do white fillings, and metal-free dentistry, and crowns and bridges, and veneers, and implants. A lot of the people that come to us, maybe they haven't been to the dentist in 15 or 20 years.
Is that right?
Yeah. So, men are actually infamous for this. Men will wait until the last minute. They will
Till they can't eat or something.
They postpone everything, they put off everything, and then they come only when they cannot handle the pain anymore. So for somebody like that, when they come in, we can do, let's say they're in pain. They cannot chew, they cannot eat, they have a tooth, maybe they need a crown. So for somebody like that, we can do a crown in the office right there and then. We have a machine that makes crowns. It's called the CEREC machine.
Okay. It's like the lab, like a mini lab that makes teeth right there?
Yes.
Okay.
So how it's typically done, we send it away to a lab. The patient has to wait for 2 to 3 weeks. They wear a temporary crown. And you know how that temporary crown, everybody that has a crown done before knows that the temporary crown usually comes off, and it's usually over the weekend. So we can skip that step. And they come in, they would come in, we pray and we hope that it fits.
Okay.
And then we put the crown on.
That's the old days.
That's the old days.
Okay.
So the way we do it now, we skip all these steps. So the patient comes in, we do the work, we have the machine there, make the crown, and then the crown fits great. It's a very well-fitting crown, and we glue it to the tooth right there and then.
Okay.
And not only that, while they're waiting, we can do some other dentistry that they need. They might need whitening, they might need a cleaning, they might need fillings, or any other dentistry, we can do it right there and then. So that's a big part of what we do in my practice. Then we have some people that come in because they know that their teeth are chipped.
Yeah.
They know that it hurts when they eat or when they chew. So they don't really know what their options are.
Yeah.
So they come to our practice, they want to find out what we can do for them. Another group of people that come to our office are people that wear dentures.
Okay.
So these people have heard that we do implants, and they've heard that with implants, which replace missing teeth, we can secure their denture so that they can chew and eat and laugh and smile.
Like a snap-in, snap-out?
Like a snap-in, yes.
Okay.
And they can chew and smile and laugh and have dinner with their friends without the worry of the denture flopping around and coming out.
So you have an oral surgeon that works in your office?
Yes, we do. And we have people that come to our office because we do have the oral surgeon in the office. And they've heard that we do, if they need to, pulling all their teeth and giving them implants and dentures on the same day. So these are people that maybe have gone to another dental office.
Yeah.
They've been told that they need all their teeth to come out, and they've been told by another dentist that they need dentures. And now they have a decision to make. Am I going to get dental implants? Am I going to get dentures? So that's one of the things we do. Pretty much in one day, the day of the appointment.
Okay.
They come in. Most of them choose to have their surgery done under IV sedation, and they have all their teeth pulled, and they get a set of teeth, either dentures that snap on and off, or just a full arch of teeth that are secured to the implants, and they walk out of the office with teeth that are secured in place.
Nice.
And that makes for them to be able to chew and smile and laugh and have dinner with their friends without worrying about their teeth coming out.
Now, your husband
Yes.
is an orthodontist.
He's an orthodontist.
I've had him on the show. Now, when you
Yes.
go home, are you always talking about dental stuff?
Not
All the
always.
time?
No.
No? Now, do you refer back and forth to each other because he's an orthodontist?
Yes, we have a lot of cases that we actually work on together, and so with the oral surgeon, and we treatment plan together. We are basically on the same page, and patients like that because they don't like to be sent from one specialist office to another, and we save them multiple visits, and we pretty much save them money by doing so. So let's say, for example, somebody
Okay.
needs a root canal, or somebody needs, it's a complex case and they need adult orthodontics. So rather than going from one office to another, they just come to our office, we do it all under one roof, and we share the records, and we're all discussing about their case, and it's great for patients because it saves them a lot of trips.
So in your office, at the top of the show, we say that in one afternoon and in the same day, you could do multiple dental procedures all in one day. Is that common that you do that?
It's common in our office, Randy, because we have the technology and we're set up to do this. But when I was telling you about the CEREC machine,
That's the machine that makes the crowns?
yes.
Okay.
Only 5% of the dentists in the United States have this machine. So I guess that's not very common, but it's very common for us
Okay, good.
in my
good.
practice.
So you do like your own root canals, you do pretty much everything right there. Wisdom teeth?
Yes. The oral surgeon will pull the wisdom teeth under IV sedation. Who would want to be awake to have their wisdom teeth pulled?
So you like people to be sedated?
I want them to be comfortable, and they want that too.
Is it true that like you could have a bunch of procedures done and some people almost have like amnesia a little bit about the procedure when they have IV sedation? Or oral sedation?
They have little or no recollection of the whole dental appointment. So we can do 6 months worth of dentistry in just one appointment. And it could be an appointment of 3 to 5 hours. That would seem to you like just 5 or 10 minutes.
Porcelain veneers,
Yes.
smile makeovers, but at the top of the show, how just small improvements could make a big difference. They could transform somebody's life. Now, you're a dentist, so you probably think that smile's the most important thing.
Absolutely. And you don't have to believe me, Randy. If you look at all the surveys that were done in regards to what are we looking for in a mate, or what do we find attractive about another person or about a mate, all of them, hands down, smile always lands in the first 3. You are covered 95% by your clothes.
Yeah.
But what I'm gonna see, your smile is right there in the middle of your face.
Yeah.
So smile is important. Not only that, think about it. A job interview.
Okay.
You have twin sisters. Everything equal. One smiles, one doesn't smile. Who's gonna get the job?
Yeah, the one smiling. Well, because they look happy and positive.
Yes, because they look well adjusted, because everybody wants to hire somebody that they're confident, they have a happy attitude, a happy personality, so that's the one that's gonna get the job. Now, I can promise you, the one that didn't smile, she probably is not comfortable with her smile. She doesn't like her smile. So maybe one of them got orthodontic treatment when they were younger and the other didn't. But smile is important.
So where you are in Auburn, are there a lot of people that don't like their smile? I mean, is it that common?
I think that's common everywhere. So yes, even in Auburn, we have a lot of people that don't like their smiles. And a lot of times they're just small things about their teeth that we can fix. And you might not even notice that. But to them, that's a lot. That's a big deal. So I'll give you an example.
Okay.
So I have this wonderful patient. She is in her mid-40s, and she is getting ready to go to her high school reunion. So she comes to our office and she wants to know what can we do about her teeth. And there was nothing really wrong with her teeth. They look just a little bit jagged and maybe a little bit dull and a little bit old, but nothing major. So with just a little bit of, we just whitened her teeth, and then we used composite material, composite bondings, and we just built up and we masked the jagged edges, and she had just a dazzling smile at the end of it all. So we handed her the mirror, she looked in the mirror, and she just broke down and cried.
Wow.
And now she's crying, and these are happy tears, by the way.
Yeah.
And now my assistant is crying, and now I'm holding my tears back, and I can see the transformation. And things that are not a big deal to you and me, Randy, can be a big deal for some of these patients.
Yeah.
And I asked her, for how long have you been hiding your smile? And for how long have you been so self-conscious about your smile? And she said, for over 10 years. And here we were in one afternoon, in 2 hours, we literally, I think, changed her life.
So is it more women that are coming in to get cosmetic procedures or men?
Men come in too. As we mentioned earlier, men tend to put everything off. So they come in when they have a real pain. I had this one patient, and his whole family was coming to our office for years. His wife kept telling me how she's gonna bring him in. So years go by, and I never met the guy. So one day, because of, he's in pain, he has to come in. Now he's so afraid to come to the dentist that they had actually to get medication for him to be mildly sedated to come inside the dental office. Now also I want to tell you about this, what it's interesting about this guy. He would come with his daughter at his daughter's appointments, but he never set foot in the dental office. And that's because he was so terrified of the dentist.
Really?
He wouldn't even set foot in the dental office. So he would wait for his daughter in the parking lot. Never met the guy, but I knew he was there in the parking lot. So here he comes, he's in pain. So I do my initial evaluation. And by the way, this guy is a policeman. So he's big, tough looking guy. And he writes on his questionnaire that he would rather take a bullet to the chest than come see the dentist. He needed a lot of dental treatment. So we accomplished all this dental treatment in just few visits with sedation. So he was very comfortable. We did same-day dentistry. And at the end of it all, he's just a new man. And let me tell you about the transformation. So not only he got now teeth that he could chew on, and he can eat his crunchy foods that he said he likes to eat, but he could no longer eat, and now he can smile. So he comes in, and we do in 2 appointments his whole mouth. And we were able to do this with sedation. So he was very comfortable, and we did same-day dentistry, so we fixed basically every single tooth in his mouth. And the transformation, he is now able to eat, and he has good teeth. He can eat his crunchy foods that he likes. And not only that, even if he didn't care about his smile, now he has a beautiful smile. And the real transformation, Randy, is he now comes in the office with his daughter at her dental appointments, and he doesn't stay in the reception area. He comes all the way in the operatory. I work on his daughter, and he's just telling me jokes, and he is now social, and he is my best buddy.
All right.
And I have one more happy ending to this story. At the last checkup that we did on him, he keeps his regular checkups now. He does his cleanings. We found a very small cavity, and we needed to do a small filling. Very easy for me to say that. A big deal for him. Guess what?
What?
We did not even use sedation on him. So I find this to be a success story.
So there's a lot of people out there then that they hate their smile or they can't eat and chew, and it's just the fear or the hassle of going to the dentist that keeps them from enjoying this.
The fear of the dentist keeps them away. There are also a lot of people that are just busy people. They have busy jobs, they have busy schedules, and it's just, let's be honest, it's a hassle to go to the dentist. So they can only imagine that they have to keep going back for multiple visits and have multiple things done. What most people don't know is that we can do a lot of it, if not all of it, in one day with same-day dentistry, with sedation. They're comfortable, they come in with whatever problems they have, teeth that they cannot chew with or eat with, or an unattractive smile, and they go out, they come out of the office with a dazzling smile and with just healthy teeth that they can chew with.
So because you have like the machine that makes the crown, because you do everything there under one roof,
Yes.
it's more affordable, you say, or it could be less expensive than
Absolutely.
many places.
Absolutely. Let's say you've been told you need a crown, Randy,
Yeah.
and you come to our office and we look at the tooth. Chances are, a lot of times, that tooth can be actually restored with the new technology that we have, with a more conservative and a smaller restoration. And we call these restorations inlays and onlays. And they look like jigsaw pieces made out of ceramic right there in our office, and we just glue them to the teeth, and they look beautiful and they're very long lasting.
So instead of crowning the whole tooth, like when you have a toothache,
Yes,
you could do like this little, and they last long?
they last very long as the crowns.
Okay, okay.
And they're more cost effective.
And so they're called inlays
Inlays and onlays.
or onlays. What's the difference between the inlay and the onlay?
The onlay would be a little bit bigger than the inlay.
Now with this CEREC, this machine that makes it like in one day, how come all the dentists? I mean, it seems like a big convenience for the dentist as well. They don't have to send things out.
I don't have the answer to that question, Randy. To me, exactly. Why don't they? It's quite bewildering that this technology is not in every dental office.
Now these are expensive machines, right?
They are expensive, but in the long run, they cost about the same to make crowns in the office or send them to the lab.
That's the idea, right? To minimize trips to the dentist.
Absolutely.
But they do like going to your office. In fact, your husband in the green room, he says they actually like going to her office.
They like going to my office because they get to see the machine in action. So men, they will never say no to the question, would you like to see the machine make your crown? And they will go there and they will look at it and they're fascinated. And they take pictures, they take videos, they post them on their website, on their Facebook, they send them to their friends. Back to the question why not a lot of dentists have this technology, I can only assume that not a lot of people are willing to invest the time, the money, and the energy to learn how to use the technology. Now, this technology is now taught in dental schools. So the young dentists will be using this technology more in the future.
So it's like being a lab technician in a way? I mean, to do this same day
It's like
technology, how long did it take you to learn it, for example?
It took me a long time. I was fortunate to be in an office before I opened my practice, and I was working for a doctor that was an early adopter of the CEREC technology.
Okay.
So I was fortunate enough to be coached and trained on the job, and I loved doing those. With the new technology, the CEREC technology, we can eliminate those gooey impressions that patients don't like. So instead of doing a mold or an impression, what we do, we take a camera and we scan the teeth and we eliminate the need to take impressions.
Okay, good. Now, let's back up a little bit about veneers, smile makeovers, right? Somebody has a pretty good smile, but I guess their teeth won't whiten anymore. They're dull, and now it's time for maybe veneers or something. How do you help the patient find out what their teeth are going to look like when it's all done? That's my question.
We take them through a process So initially we take photos of the patient and then we show them similar cases that we've done. And then we have a software that will simulate what their smile would look like when we are done. The next step is we make a mock-up, which is a try-in. So we put the mock-up on their teeth and we give them a mirror. And right there and there, they say, this is what I want. And what we say is, go home, try it on, eat, speak, smile in the mirror. Let's make sure that that's what you like and that's what you want. And if there's something that you don't like, you have the opportunity to come back and communicate this with us. So that when we do the permanent ones, then you have exactly the smile that you want.
So that's not how it's always done, that little try-in smile, that I'm calling it that, but it's kind of like a try-in smile.
You'd be surprised. Not many people do that, but the cosmetic gurus, the dentists that teach how to do it, that's how they teach how to do it, and that's how it should be done. That's the right way to do it.
So when creating a beautiful smile, right? Because I always feel like I could see veneers walking down the street. They're big, they can be big and bulky. Is that a fear patients have?
That is a fear. Now you better be careful. You don't want to go to a dentist that will give you fake looking teeth. Your teeth need to be natural. They have to be appropriate for you, for your face, for the color of your skin, for your lips, for your gums. So all of that has to be taken into account. And that is what we call a smile design.
All right, so you show them on a computer what it's going to look like. Is that pretty accurate, by the way?
That is very accurate and realistic.
So that all can be done in one day. And as you say, their whole life is transformed in that afternoon. And you believe that?
Yes, I do. And this is a big deal for them. Let me tell you about this patient.
Okay.
So she's a very nice lady in her late 40s, and she's divorced. And she knows her teeth have worn out. Not only that, they have chips and jagged edges, and they look like an old woman's teeth. When I did her examination, her teeth looked like they belong to a 65-year-old woman, not to a 40-something. So she wants to do something about her teeth because now she's back in the dating game and she wants to improve her appearance. And because of her teeth, she's timid and she's not outgoing and she's shy to go on dates. So she was actually debating, she told me she was debating between doing her teeth or breast implants. She made the right choice.
Getting her teeth done?
Yes.
Good.
So we did whitening on her and a set of veneers. At the end of the appointment, when we gave her the mirror, again, she broke down and cried. She couldn't believe that this can be accomplished in one sitting. And she had this beautiful smile. And there is a happy ending to this story.
All right.
She found the love of her life, and she is engaged to be married, and she found a better job. She actually moved out with her love and to the new job. Happy ending. That changed her life. The smile is very important, and they know this in the movies. When they want to make somebody look like a villain,
yeah,
they will make him have a gray teeth and crooked teeth. On the other hand, when they want to make somebody look like really phony and a fraud and, phony baloney,
yeah,
they're gonna give him these big, gigantic, white veneers that look fake.
That's a good point.
So
yeah.
that's why it's important to go to a dentist that can give you a natural smile. You don't want your teeth to look like they were done.
And so that's a fear, I guess, of people.
That is a fear, just because we have a lot of people that look like they had their teeth done.
Now, what about your teeth? They look good. Am I allowed to ask?
I had a good orthodontist.
Okay, so
It's
those
the
are
best.
Your husband is an orthodontist.
Yes.
Now, I'm figuring you're in dentistry, so you might as well just take the fast route and get quick veneers. But orthodontics?
There's nothing wrong about veneers. There's a place and a time where no matter how much orthodontics you do, you can't get that result that you get with the veneers. Okay. So you might start with orthodontics, you might put the teeth in the correct place, and then you just get a sweet, beautiful result. You just finish up with some beautiful veneers. You get a dazzling smile, a smile that could change people's lives. And another thing, people get discriminated based on their smile.
Discriminated against?
Yes, you look at somebody, you take somebody that has great teeth, crooked teeth. You'll make assumptions, people make assumptions that this is a person that is poor, maybe it's not clean, is less educated. And then you take somebody that has a good smile. We see this all the time, Randy. We do before and after photos. Yeah. So you take a person with great teeth, with crooked teeth, they're really unattractive.
Like gray teeth, you said, and crooked teeth.
Teeth, okay. And unattractive. And we force them to smile, because we need to have that before picture. And then you look at that, and then you look at the after photo. They went from somebody looking like they don't even have a job to somebody looking like they might be the CEO of a dot-com company.
We are out of time. I want to thank you for coming on the program. Final message to somebody that is watching this. If they don't like their smile, maybe they're worried about pain or they're worried about something. What's your advice for them?
If you don't like your smile, cosmetic dentistry is not for everybody. But if you don't like your smile, do something about it. Come see us. Know your options. If you're afraid of the dentist, this is no longer a good excuse. Okay. With Sedation Dentistry, we can make you really comfortable. You can get all your dentistry done in one appointment. We just give you the little blue pill, and you'll be well taken care of. And if you're busy, and this is your excuse not to go to the dentist, we can do it all in one appointment, same-day dentistry, with sedation, you're done. You say it's like a day at the spa for some people. That's what they say. Like it's relaxing, they take the pill, and now somebody will give them a ride home. Is that for sedation? Is that right? We can arrange for that too. Okay, good. Well, thank you for coming on the show. Pleasure meeting you. Thank you. You've been watching The Wellness Hour. I'm Randy Alvarez. For now, I wish you good health.
Thanks for watching The Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news with your host, Randy Alvarez, the authority on health issues.